Hi, it's Cheryl. Welcome to Homeward Studio. I have some last-minute Easter and or spring crafts to share with you today, so let's get right into the video. I picked him up from the Dollar Tree plus $3 for that little bunny, and two styrofoam pieces or floral foam, and then this plate I bought from Michael's. It was $3.99. I got it for 50% off. So I thought it was beautiful. I love the scalloped edging. Anyway, I painted the back of the bunny because this is going to be a centerpiece. I just peeled off the sticker, painted it white because you'll see both sides. Glued the foam onto the plate, and we're going to be putting the bunny on top of that. And now I have these trees from the Dollar Tree, and I just fluffed them out. One side was flat, and I have two of them. One side was flat, and then I just fluffed it out and pulled all the branches up that are going to be on top. And I obviously removed the little white pieces that are at the bottom. Then I wedged them into both sides, one on each side. And now I'm taking this deco mesh, and I have the purple and the pink, and I'm just putting them together. And I'm making four big loops, 8 or 10 inches, I don't remember. And so it's a big fluffy piece of deco mesh. And now I'm taking a zip tie and tying it off in the middle, and then I'm going to clip this in half, not down to the end, because I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it in the floral foam, but it doesn't stick really well, so I had to hot glue it in. So if you do make this piece or you use this little tip, trick, hack, you'll have to glue it, but it's a nice way to get it to kind of stick in there, you know, as opposed to trying to wire it onto something, or you know. Anyway, you guys know what I mean. So I did the same thing with the deco mesh for the other side, and you can see how it's not really sticking in there. I had to like glue it and then hold it, and then it's in there. I have this foliage, that's what they call it, from the Dollar Tree, and I pointed to that little stem there because I clipped all the little sticks or leaves, all the little pieces off, and saved that piece at the end because I'm going to show you how we're going to use it. I wanted to add just a little bit of spring greenery to this little centerpiece. It's actually not a little centerpiece, it's a big centerpiece. And so I just threw some in on both sides, 3 or 4 stems on both sides. These are lilacs, they're also from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just clipping the ends off there too, so I can pop them into that foam. I did not glue the bunny down. I'm just, I have it sitting up there so I know where to put the flowers. And I have these beautiful purple roses, and those are from the Dollar Tree. Love those. And then a pop of white with the lilacs from the Dollar Tree. And a big shout out and thank you to all of my amazing subscribers. You guys are awesome. And a warm welcome to those who are here for the first time. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button for me. It really helps me grow this channel. And your benefit is that every time I post something, a video, you'll get a notification. I do budget-friendly decor, thrift flips, etc., etc. Anyway, back to the video. I just popped a bunch of different colors in there that you can see in the bunny. There was some yellow, pinks, whites, purples. Tried to stick with the same color in this ribbon too, the same thing. I want to say this is about 12, not 12, maybe 8 inches long. And I dovetailed both ends, folded in half, I twisted it, and then I took some floral wire and just twisted it around to hold those together. And I'm just putting like a little ribbon here, just a dovetailed ribbon here and there. So I don't know if I did 2. Yeah, I think I just did 2 kind of in the front. Now I'm going to make a small bow. I wish I would have made it bigger, but I didn't have a whole lot of this ribbon left. Easy peasy. Just glue it together, make a big circle. And then I took another piece and I cut that slightly smaller. Same thing, just glued it right together. I feel like I'm cheating this way, but that's okay. I'm not the best bow maker. I'm okay, but I'm not great. And so now I am just going to put that crease in the middle on the back and put the one bow on top of the other. And then I'm trying to do this with one hand and my ribbon fell off the counter and yeah. So anyway, I made tails. I just cut off a big piece of ribbon and now I'm just going to zip tie it all together. And I'm going to take that zip tie, twist it a bunch, cut it off, and then I'm just going to pop it in there. And I believe I glued that down. I wanted to put it in the floral foam, but it wouldn't fit, or it just kept bending because, you know, twist ties are wobbly. And I did dovetail those ends also. Now I'm showing you here, you can put a candle in there if you don't want the bunny. It's totally up to you. And I have these eggs from the Dollar Tree. I just pulled the colors out that match the bunny and see how I'm making my very own pick for these eggs. So I can just put that in the foam and it'll stick. So I cut these down really small, put a bunch of hot glue on that. Can't even see them. And see, I stuck that right to the egg there. And I'm just going to pop that in there. And there you have it. A quick and easy, mostly Dollar Tree centerpiece. And they have chargers at the Dollar Tree too, so you don't have to buy a scalloped edge because can you see it? No, I can't see it either. So all Dollar Tree, and I think it turned out gorgeous. What do you think? Okay, here's my second DIY. And I'm just going to take, this is the medium size clear plate from the Dollar Tree. And these rub-on transfers I got on Amazon. And I'm sorry, I don't know where I got them from. I've used them before in a video and I said the same thing, but I will get better with that, I promise. But they're just, I just went to Amazon and then just did a search for rub-on transfers for spring and Easter. So I cleaned that plate really, really well, pulled the sticker off. If you run that sticker under hot water and on some of the glass pieces, let it sit for 5 minutes and you can pull that sticker right off. It's like an amazing little hack there. Okay, so I put the little bunny on and you saw me kind of took a little craft stick and rubbed it all over and it transfers right onto the paper now, or the plate, I'm sorry. And so now I did this on the back because I was thinking that we were going to use it, the front of it. But then I realized after I put the transfer on that it's not clear. You can't see it from both sides. So I don't know what I was thinking. But, you know, I made the best out of it. This turned out beautiful, I think, in the end. Now I have this silver foil that I got from Temu. I think I got it last year. It was a while ago. And I wanted to have like silver flecks all around the plate, but not around the circle, like just sprinkled kind of everywhere. And literally, I don't have any glue on this or anything. I just took that brush. It took a little while, and I just kind of dabbed it and broke them all up. And then after that, I took that spray paint and gave it a good coat of white spray paint, and that's what it looks like, and I love it. Now this one didn't turn out as well. I'm just trying different techniques and sharing them with you, showing you what works and what doesn't work. Now this is a napkin, and I got it a couple years ago, I think. I love the bunny on it, and I am just trimming it, and then I'm going to rip it because I want like that ripped, jagged edge look. So again, I clean this plate really well, and then I put some Mod Podge on it, just where I'm going to put that napkin. And I believe the napkin was a 3-ply, so I tore off all of those pieces. And later on in this video, I'll show you how I did it. Some people rip the edge and you can peel them apart. Some people put tape on it, but later on in this video, I do it again and I'll show you. So I Mod Podged that bunny on there, and then I let it dry really, really well. And now I have purple tissue paper, and this tissue paper I got from Hobby Lobby. I was just trying different techniques with this, seeing what was going to work and what wasn't going to work. And so now I'm Mod Podging all around again, just the bottom center of the plate. And I go over the napkin again, the bunny napkin, and then I put the tissue paper right on top of it very carefully, just tapping it, pressing it down, and then clipping off the excess. And now, don't ask me, but I thought I was going to make this really easy by, you know, it's dry now. And I took the sandpaper at it and I scraped it a little bit. Not too bad. I just pointed at that, just a little area. You really won't be able to see that. But just watch and see what I do after this. So I did the parchment paper on top of the tissue paper and had my little heat press, and it reactivates the glue. So I did that real quick, and I'll be doing this a lot in this video, so I'm kind of glossing by it. Then I thought, oh, this would be really pretty to have a gold rim around here. Now, this is not a rub and buff thing. I don't know why I use rub and buff. Like I said, I'm just kind of, you know, I think it would be pretty, but yeah, there's my boo-boo with the little thing. And then I had to scrape the rub and buff off. The Dollar Tree sells those markers, the gold markers, and I would have used that had I been thinking. Anyway, that's how it turned out. And you'll see at the end, you'll see the whole shebang all put together, all these pieces. So there's kind of a lot of crafts. So I'm making this really fast, and I wanted to share these DIYs with you before Easter. Anyway, here's my next idea. This bunny is from the Dollar Tree, and I painted it in one coat of plaster. And I have another napkin here that I think goes beautifully with this color. And I'm just going to put Mod Podge on the tail and put the napkin down on that. And the same thing with the ears. And then just tap it very, very lightly so you don't tear the napkin. And again, it was 2 or 3 ply, and I took all of the plies off. So let that sit and dry. And then now I have this little Fisker finger knife cutter thing there, and I really like it. I got it from Michael's. You can get it from Amazon. They're like $10 or something, $7 I think maybe. And I'm just cutting the excess paper off, and that's what it looks like so far. And this is such a quick and easy, simple project. Now I have those picks that pick from the Dollar Tree. It's a peachy color kind of. It matches the napkin. And I'm just going to clip a little piece off, kind of like a little necklace around the bunny. And then I have these little, they call them roses. They're from the Dollar Tree. They're these little teeny plastic ones. I don't know why I have an abundance of these. I don't know. I'm just trying to use what I have instead of buying more. And I have this little crate also from the Dollar Tree and these 2 Jenga blocks, and I'm just going to glue them onto the crate. And I'm going to put the bunny in the slat, and then I'm going to just glue the bunny onto those so the bunny stands up. That's what I'm getting at. And so, yeah, if I didn't tell you, I don't think I did. If you didn't see, I just glued those plastic roses, a couple, up on the the neck of the bunny. And now I have the moss, also from the Dollar Tree. I try to use everything from the Dollar Tree or even Walmart, because most people have Dollar Trees and Walmarts by them. And so, make it easy for you guys to get things. Or, obviously there's Amazon too for things like, the little sander, the finger sander, which was $10 from Amazon, and the Fiskars. You can get those, like I said, on Amazon. So I put just the front of the box, the top and the front, I glued all of that moss on there. So it's kind of like the bunny sitting in the grass of flowers and moss. And I just really like the colors on this piece really well. And now I have a brush, a fan brush, and I'm just doing a little distressing around the edges of the whole bunny piece and across the bunny. I'm just distressing it just a little bit, just to give it a little bit more character, personality, and make it look a little bit more worn. And that's it. You'll see it at the end again. This was a thrifted piece, and it was pretty beat up. I got it for $2, and I painted it in white chalk paint. And now I have these napkins too. Remove the plies. And now what I'm doing, because I want that ripped effect, is I'm just taking a little bit of water and running it around the edge. If you've never done this before, be careful that you don't get too close to the design, the words, or the picture. Just touch the end, because as you know, water will spread and it will get the napkin wet. So, and this is a good way to, tear off the edges around here. So I just took this and very, very carefully Mod Podged it onto this little, what do you call it? Watering can. And now I'm taking some saran wrap or plastic wrap, and I'm just pressing it down. So with Mod Podge is what I'm learning, because I do use Mod Podge a lot, but also I'm just going to give this channel a plug. She's so amazing with her techniques and Mod Podge, decoupage, all kinds of stuff. Her name is Brandy, and her channel is the DIY Struggle. Go check her out. I learn a lot of my stuff from her. She is amazing. And I don't know her, so I'm not, not plugging her for anything. I just think she is thebomb.com. And Roy Cycle too. That's another great channel for this kind of technique. So you just go really, really slow with this Mod Podge so your napkin doesn't tear, and it turns out beautifully with, especially with the saran wrap or the plastic wrap. No wrinkles on this piece. And now I'm just going around the teared edges. I'm going to make this look like kind of like a little antique water can. I don't know. I can't talk today for some reason. So I went around the edges with the antique Waverly wax. And then now I'm just going to distress across the whole entire napkin. I got a little bit too much on there, and I took a wet baby wipe and very, very gently dabbed it around the can. And now I'm going to take this same antique Waverly wax and brush it around all of the areas of the watering can. Around the rim, around the handle, and wherever, like where the handle connects to the water can, you're going to want to do a little bit more distress there where two pieces meet. You'll see what I mean in a minute, because there would be more wear there. So where the handle meets, I'm putting more distress, and also where the spout meets, there's more distress. I hope that makes sense. And then I'm very, very lightly going to distress that. And if you do this, what I just did, wipe it off really, really fast. It'll give it a nice color. It'll blend in really well, but don't let it sit for more than 2 seconds, literally, because then you'll see the lines in there. Sometimes I just get impatient, probably because This day in particular, I don't know how many crafts I made. I made a lot of them. I was doing it all day long and I was just wanting to be done. But I was itching to make this piece. So I shoved a bunch of paper, packing paper, and in there, and so I didn't have to put so much moss in there. And then took some moss and put it on top, gave it a little haircut. And I have a bunch of carrots from the Dollar Tree, and these are the little tree carrots, and I'm just taking that little round end off of them. They just twist right off, and I'm just going to glue them, I believe 3 of them, right into the watering can. And then wherever you see more paper, just go ahead and pop it in there. And at my thrift store, we have watering cans all the time. So they're not too difficult to find. Anyway, next idea. These napkins are from the Dollar Tree. Spring is in the air. That egg is from the Dollar Tree. As a matter of fact, these wood pieces are amazing. I love them. I picked up the egg, the carrot, the chick, and the bunny, and this is what we're doing right now, all 4 of them. So I did the same technique with this napkin. I cut around what I wanted to use, and then I did the water technique around it and kind of ripped it. And then I set that aside, and then I painted all of these pieces. I painted them white first in that egg, and then I Mod Podged over all of them. So I'm showing you why. See how I put that other paper on top of the chick? You can see the wood grain through it. Now, if you like the wood grain, that's fine. I didn't. I just wanted mine to be white underneath because the napkins are so thin. And this was a bugger, getting these stickers off these pieces. Ugh. I took my blow dryer. It took me forever. I was getting crabby because I had 4 of them to do. And then I did the Goo Gone on them. But they turned out really nice. And I painted both sides, but only obviously Mod Podged one side. Now, these pre-cut pieces of parchment paper are from the Dollar Tree. They're $1.25. They have little squares, and then they have these perfect pieces right here. And now I just put my napkin on the egg, because remember I Mod Podged it, and it was completely dry. Then you put your napkin on top of it. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. And then I took my little heat press, put the parchment paper on it, and then the heat press, and pressed out all the wrinkles so it reactivates the Mod Podge, and it turns it into like wet glue again, but it also presses out all of the wrinkles. Now this carrot, I have so many napkins, you guys. It's incredible. I should probably do a giveaway with all the napkins that I have. Yeah. And other things. I have so much. One day I will show you my craft room. You'll probably roll your eyes, but I have fun. I love it. It's addicting and it's soothing. Anyway, I'm babbling. So I pieced the napkin on that carrot because I didn't want the edges around it. I just wanted the daisies on it. And I'll show you how to take care of that in a minute so you don't see the edges in the middle of it. Then I did the chick with the napkin. I'm going really fast because this is just all repetitive. And I'm going to do the same thing with the bunny here. I'm just going to put a flower on the bottom of the bunny, and I'm going to put a flower on the top of the bunny. And then I'm going to put a cute little butterfly right in the middle of its face. So remember, there's Mod Podge on it that's already dried, and then I took the iron and put the parchment paper on top of it, and then the iron, and ironed it on. And then this little teeny tiny butterfly, same thing. And I'm just piecing these on here. And again, this is just so quick and easy. Place it wherever you want it. Throw the paper down. Press the iron on it real quick. And voila. I love this piece because I love this napkin. I think it's gorgeous. So you can see the edges, but we're going to Mod Podge over that. Mod Podge over all of the pieces. And now we are going to decorate them. And this is just jute. I use jute a lot too. I love jute. It's so handy and versatile, and yeah, I go through a lot of it. And I'm just going to wrap a bunch around the neck and then tie it off in the back and hot glue it down there. And then I put a couple little dabbles of glue in the front there just to hold it. And I have a bunch of little picks. I have a box full of like little things that I picked apart, and that's what I did. I just went through my box and found some things, and this daisy was one of them. So I'm putting greenery on the top and on the bottom, placing them here and there, wherever I kind of like would put it somewhere and go, yep, I feel that, glue it. Now the daisy wasn't doing it for me, so I picked it off. I do this a lot. I'm like perfectionist. I found this other pick that only had a few flowers on it. I think this one was from Michael's, and this is beautiful. These flowers are gorgeous. So yeah, I thought the daisy cheapened it. And now back to the jute again, wrapping it around this carrot. And I thought I had it in here, but I didn't. I said earlier, I'll show you how to get rid of where you can't see where it's pieced together. I literally took white paint and very, very lightly all around the edges, just brushed it on very, very lightly, and you can hardly see it. And then I put a coat of Mod Podge on top of that, and you can hardly notice it all. Unless somebody told you, you wouldn't even know. So now I tied a couple more strings of jute on there, and I put a little bead at the bottom and tied it off on the bottom, and then threw a little hot glue in there so the bead doesn't come off. And I have green and this just regular color raffia that I thrifted, and I just tied it around the top of the carrot and then hot glued it so it's just not all like, you know, flying everywhere. And that's it for that piece. And this is really, really quick and easy too. And probably even today, if you went to the store to find this, if you don't already have it, you could get this at the Dollar Tree and make this in probably 10 minutes. So I removed the hanger by just taking it and pulling those plastic pieces out the back, because we're going to put it back on. Took this wood round, painted it, and now I'm taking these eggs, and this is the garland from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to glue them all the way around the perimeter, but not over the little holes up on top. Now I have this little bunny piece here, metal piece from the Dollar Tree also, and I am just removing that hanger there. And it was a little sharp, so I had to take my scissors and kind of, you know, pressed it down. So be careful if you do this one. And so I glued him, and probably E6000, because the glue doesn't, you know, hold on to metal real well or for very long. Glued him right in the middle, and then made a little bow out of that gingham ribbon, also from the Dollar Tree. And now I took some moss, because I just thought the bottom, the Easter basket with the eggs and all that, was too much. I just kind of wanted the bunny. And I put some moss down there, hiding the bottom a little bit. And then again, my box of picks, I had all these green pieces and flowers and whatnot. And I just kind of followed the colors that are in the eggs. And as you can see, the eggs, I went yellow, blue, pink, white, and then kept that all the way around the entire circle. And with the flowers, you know, I'm just adding them here and there. I place some, and then I say, yep. And then I glue them. Then I make them permanent. And now now I just add that right back on. And so you have the front or you have the back of this. Easy, very easy, and very quick. Oh, and then I added a couple eggs on top. And they're not in line with the same colors, but you can't really even tell. So anyway, that was it. That was the end of all of my ideas, and here is a close-up. Plate didn't turn out so well because of the gold paint. Other than that, the big one, the purple one, other than that, I think it's, my husband's like, oh, that's pretty. He didn't notice at all. So I don't know. I guess we're just so much more critical of ourselves, huh? I don't know. I am. And here's the little bunny on the mossy basket. And my water can. And, yep, my wall hanger. And I love that little bunny plate with the silver flecks in it. It's probably my favorite piece. And I love the centerpiece too. So we'll see. It's going on my table. We're having Easter at my house this year, so we'll see what everybody says about it. If they say, where'd you buy it? I'll be like, made it. Anyway, here's my other DIYs. Kind of ran out of time. I didn't show you that candle. That'll be probably on my next video. But here's the chick and the carrot, all the wood pieces, and the egg. And on the top of the egg, I thought I had filmed it. Maybe I didn't. I ran that lace around it, put a bow, and then put the butterfly on top of that. And then that I thrifted the container with a cross on it. That beaded garland I made, that was in my previous video, both of these pieces. I just threw flowers in that, and that is it. And I will be back next week with some more fun ideas. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed week. Happy Easter. Bye.